related to mobility, and I used to read blogs of some very important people at one point of time, so I refresh my memory. The main question there comes is as follows. Has the pollution really reduced because of EVs? What they say is no, it has only shifted. Just like we used to have Indraprasth and Badalpur thermal power stations there, now they are throwing pollution in Jharkhand area, right? That's where the power is coming from. And so also Haryana and so on. Same thing EVs. They are using electric power here, but that electric power is being produced with a coal station somewhere. So therefore, the holistic thing has to be seen. Second, the pricing and the operational cost should also be holistic. How? What is the life of EVs compared to IC engines? Point number one. Point number two, what's the life of battery? And therefore, it's a critical element. How often do you have to change the battery itself? And that's an operating cost. So I'm putting it in a negative fashion so that you can answer it and convince me and the others. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And after this, I'll take questions from anybody else also. So, when I talk about EVs, it is a step forward towards reducing the carbon footprint. I'm not saying that completely we come down and we finish everything. Of course, it is linked to somewhere pollution is being created. One part is the policy part also, which is very critical. Not just by using EV, I'm saying by policy part from the government. Like currently, Delhi has restrictions, if you know, or if you don't know, I'll tell you. Delhi has a government restrictions from 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. You cannot use diesel vehicles within the city, commercial vehicles within the city. So why the government is implying this policy is to reduce the pollution within the city. Now coming to your point, of course, thermal power plants are required, that is creating pollution. For that, people are further developing next level of business, that is hydrogen. Right? So that is number two what we are working on, but that cannot be scaled right away. That will require a lot of infrastructure, lot of money. As a country right now, we are not in that position, but we are in that direction, one important aspect. Now coming to your second part of the question is, what is the shelf life of the battery? See, previously we were using NMC cells. Now we are using lithium cells, right? Lithium cells are comparatively far better than NMC cells. Nickel cobalt is lithium has a better chemistry than nickel cobalt. And overall life of the vehicle, if I say, I was doing some calculations, I left it halfway because I wanted to finish my discussion in 20 minutes. So if I continue with that calculation for a few more seconds, 300 rupees. We were saving 300 rupees in a day. So we were saving 6,000 in a year, 6,000 to 7,000 in a year, right? So in 5 years, how many we are saving? Roughly, we were saving close to 2 lakhs rupees compared to an ICE vehicle, right? Now, one more question I'll add to your question is my initial cost of my vehicle with the government support is at par with the ICE vehicles. So that means my initial cost is not higher. Even if it is little higher, I'm covering it with my initial cost, right? My warranties have gone up. Previously, it used to be 1 year, 2 years. My vehicle warranty has gone up to 5 years to 7 years. The life of the battery is 10 years to 12 years. Now, if I say, how can I say 10 years to 12 years? We have seen those, we give warranties on the cycles of the battery. Like when we use our cell phones for charging, 0 to 100 charging is one cycle, right? We give 4,000 charging warranty to our customer, warranty. So that 2-3 things comes as an assurance that the warranty of batteries have gone up. That means the overall life of the battery will be trending between 8 to 12 years in total. So original cost not higher, cost of using not higher, resale value may be little lower, but my initial earnings are so much high, I don't care even if it is 40-50,000 expensive also. Overall battery life higher, transition from EV to hydrogen, one step we are doing, so that next level, maybe 10 years from now, we have an action plan for further reducing that problem also. I hope I answered your question, sir.
You are a very good salesman.
Thank you so much, sir. Anyone else? Anything about OSM? Anything about sales and marketing? Anything about what we are doing? Yeah?
Sir, I had a question about EVs.
Yeah, please.
Sir, what are the views on EV batteries combustion?
Sorry, come again?
EV battery combustion with the car battery Cresta fire.
So again, very good question. Good question. So we fire words always come when we talk about EV, right?
They are notorious. They are notorious for getting leaked
Right. So the word fire is always related with EVs these days. So this is all because of again AI not AI, all because of social media. So lithium cells doesn't have a tendency of catching fire with the new kind of BMSs that the companies have developed. I'll tell you I'll take 2 minutes. So government of India has set in very tough norms for both ARAI. You know ARAI? ARAI is vehicle approving authorities who approves vehicle. So we have two approving authorities. One is ARAI, which is in Delhi, Manesar, Gurgaon, Manesar, and we have ICAT. Sorry, ARAI is in Pune. We have ICAT, which is in Manesar right now. Two approving authorities. So government of India has the toughest vehicle passing norms, which is known as, note it down, AIS 156. So AIS 156 is a norm have to pass through. So, further, this is an assurance I'm giving you that the vehicle will pass through all these tough tests. Further, the chemistry lithium doesn't have a tendency of catching fire. Even if the worst scenario, even if it goes above the thermal level which is set for the BMS to handle, what will happen? The vehicle will emit fumes out of the battery. सिर्फ धुआं निकलेगा, fire will not come out. So the new chemistry that is developed right now is the lithium ion. The cells will generate fumes in the worst scenario, wherein the failures in our vehicle has been zero till date. Let me tell you, we have sold close to 20,000 vehicles. Not even a single fire instance has been reported till date, right? But this is not about OSM only. Let me tell you, as an industry, this is a clear bad communication which is being done by maybe other players and somebody who doesn't want to promote EV. This is not at all a tendency. This is a cost optimization way of buying a vehicle. I believe even the RWAs where people are living on 7th, 8th floor, the government has clearly issued a directive to all the RWAs that it is mandate if a person is willing to have a charging infrastructure in their parking center, it is mandatory that you allow them to do that, right? Anyone else? Any questions on EV, OSM, sales and marketing? I'll be really happy to answer. We have two-wheelers also, yes.
So recently, Modi ji talked with Elon Musk. He went to US, and it might be that they want to launch Tesla in India. So maybe in coming few years, Tesla is launched in India. So how would that impact the Indian market and potentially the Indian and the local EV brands?
So currently, EV penetration is how many percent is EV penetration in the entire industry? Any idea? Anyone? What is the EV penetration in terms of percentage? 2%. Not even 2%. Not even 2%, right? So it's, if you do a Google search, it will give you 1 point something, not even 2. But considering the e-rickshaws, right, which is unorganized market right now, I read it as 2.5%. Now, they will help build the ecosystem. They will not disrupt anything. What they will do, they will educate the people that what EV is, and they will help us come up in big ways. Indian players also, right? So the good part is, make in India, we should promote. Made in India, we should promote. We should also welcome anything which is coming. Now what they will do, they will give better technology. They will challenge us. जुगाड़ नहीं चलेगा बिल्कुल भी, है ना? In that case, we will have to match that technology if we want to survive with people like Tesla and all these guys. They will help us to improve big way. So volumes will improve from 2 to, I believe, 10, which is projected by 2035. That can happen in 2032, I believe, if that happens. Right?
Also, just to add upon this, I guess, to answer your question very specifically, right? So why Tesla is not being able to come to India market is because of one simple reason. They just want to import a lot of things into India, right? So you guys read about FTA and FIIs, right? So what is the principal difference between them? So once, principally, if Tesla comes into the Indian market, first of all, they will be setting up their own plants. That is the technology and R&D transfer that would happen, number one. And number two, having said that, Tesla at this particular time is struggling on their international sales as well. Why it is happening? Players like BYD, who are based out of China, have taken a lead more than Tesla. And Tesla, or companies, in fact, all the companies which are based out of US are struggling at the moment. Why this particular AI after DeepSeek came in, the stock markets crashed so heavily? Because of one simple reason. US companies charge a heavy premium onto their particular products, right? And Southeast Asian countries like China, Vietnam, India, they are breaking all those things, and they're bringing a lot of things at a nominal prices. months. So a time would come in, like time to tell that if Tesla comes in, what would happen. But definitely, if it comes up, government of India have given their mandate very clear that they need to set up their things over here into India. Else, if they import it off, they are subjected to 200% custom.
And one more point. See, suppose they want to sell in India also, no? So the duties and the taxes that are very high right now. So without having that setup, suppose we come up like BMW X9 series kind of a thing, which is not there in India, the import duty will be very, very high. So the market share that the Tesla targets, like the Bajaj, Bajaj three-wheelers, all the vehicles that are running. So the market share which Tesla targets, whenever they enter any market, they have a set market share as a target, or else they don't enter that market. So they will not sell 200 cars and they'll enter India. They'll have that plans of that percentage of market share, then only they will enter India. That is one clear strategy for Tesla, and for India it is Bajaj. Similar strategy they work on. Right. You had one question?
So sir, my name is Vedant. So my question is that how artificial intelligence can play a role in marketing in the next 5 years or 10 years?
So in marketing, in sales and marketing, I'll make it sales and marketing, right?
Yeah.
So artificial intelligence is helping us develop our personal skills also at times, right? So when I go straight away to a customer saying that you buy my product, it is at this cost, it is this attractive, these are the features. AI can help me analyze that with the competitors also. That can help me understand how the product is moving, what all new things are coming. I may not have the best thing to answer, but at least I have the way to balance it and pitch my product in a way so that the consumer is able to understand. I need to give value additions, so that can give value addition. Chatbot is one answer to that. Suppose I can say that if you bought my vehicle, future if there is any local language using, you can interact with my chatbot 24/7. You know chatbot, all of you? So right, that is one platform wherein we get to know any problems from the market immediately, and we have our task force sitting at the back to solve that immediately, right? So that is, I believe that is a quick answer to your query.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, all of you. Anyone, any other questions? I think I took more than the time you have allotted me, sir. Anyone, anything else?
But questions are something which shows that they are paying attention.
Really, I'm really happy.
That is very more important.
That is, thank you so much for acknowledging, and I request all of you to go to our webpage, Omega Seiki Mobility. Do share your whatever comments you want. Do go to our Instagram page, do go to our Facebook page, and do look into what all activities we are doing. And I welcome again all of you to my factories and to the workstations which we are doing, right? Thank you so much.